So recently I've been playing a game called Enlisted. Now it's not a new game having released in 2021, heck, it's not even new to me as I was actually playing it off and on a couple of years ago. But I recently have started playing it again because I saw that it was added to Steam. Like a lot of players, I used to play it directly from the Gaijin launcher, but Steam is my preferred platform. This is a game that I don't see that many people talking about. I don't see or hear about any of my friends playing it either. Enlisted is probably the most underrated game out right now, despite not even being a new game. So what makes it so fun and why aren't more people playing it? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Drinker here. Really quickly though, guys, before the video begins, please be sure to leave a like. If you do enjoy the video, it really helps the channel grow a ton. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good shit. Like I said, that stuff just helps the channel grow a ton. Also, check out my locals if you wish to support my work further in the future. We actually aren't too far away from being able to monetize the channel, so every little bit of support helps us reach that goal. Now let's go ahead and jump right back into the video. Now there's many reasons why I enjoy playing the game and why you might enjoy it as well. First, the game is free. The gunplay is just super crispy and the guns are a lot of fun to use. They do tend to feel a little bit weightless at times and the gun sounds are a bit generic, but the rifles are lethal, being a one-hit at chest and up. Now I'm primarily a rifleman and I snipe because that's what I enjoy doing the most in the game. To me, the handling of the guns is just buttery smooth on mouse and key and generally feels exactly how it should. Now I do enjoy the full auto gunplay as well, but it's a little bit more of a mixed bag because they are weaker than the rifles, but they are still so much easier to kill with at close range than the rifles. You really can just play the game and hop into a gunfight, and if you have any familiarity with first-person shooters, the game will immediately feel familiar. The overall ambience of the game is very good with the battle sounds, gunfire, and explosions going on around you despite the guns that you're shooting sounding a little generic. Enlisted is a fun, more casual shooter, and that's something I've really been missing with FPS games lately. Some are so sweaty, many games are implementing some form of skill-based matchmaking. I want fun and random games where I can actually just relax. Squads, the main game mode of Enlisted, is a mix of PvP and PvE, and the bots are retarded. So even if you are having a down game, you can still get kills and have fun. Most of your engagements will be against bots actually because one person is controlling a squad of them. It's far from a competitive shooter and it's far from a military sim. I enjoy shooters, but I don't want to feel like I have to try my absolute hardest to do okay, and Enlisted achieves that fun and casual gameplay loop in spades. I also enjoy the battlefields a lot in this game. The game seems to actually have some reverence for history. Now I wouldn't say they're super realistic or perfectly historically accurate, of course, but they at least seem to convey some authenticity. Certainly more than, say, Battlefield 5. Now some of them are more or less advantageous to fight on as a result of this. Some situations are better to fight in than others. It's just logical necessity. The conveyance of authenticity extends to the soldiers on the battlefield as well. Again, I'm not saying that they're perfectly historically accurate, but at least there's no black trans lesbians running around the map shooting laser guns and dabbing. I don't have Nicki Minaj twerking her BBL in my face. Wait a minute. Am I against that? Many of the soldiers are white men until you go to the Pacific, where of course they're Japanese. I at least appreciate that while not entirely accurate, there seems to be at least some reverence for history. Now, while the game doesn't look amazing graphically, it looks fine and runs very well. Other than the occasional frame dip when I first join a match, I basically have zero performance issues with the game whatsoever and maintain a consistent and high frame rate throughout the chaos. So now that we've talked about why the game is fun and why I enjoy the game, let's talk about some of the negatives about the game and why people might not be interested in playing it. First, the Steam release was a disaster. When they originally launched the game on Steam, they actually had the balls to charge for it when it was free on their website. That's such a dick move. I mean, that is hilariously fucking horrible, and the players responded by review bombing the game. And overall, this is the main issue with the game. It's scary monetization. Want to change your soldier's appearance? Money, please! Oh, you wanted your squad's appearance to change on more than one map?
How much is this?
Want to give a soldier a new gun? Oh, you wanted your entire squad to have that gun and not just one soldier in the squad?
Ooh, I like money.
Want to buy the weapons you researched? Well, you have to buy them to unlock them so that you have the ability to buy them. As a new player, the game will really try to force you into spending money because you will never have enough in-game currency to unlock everything that you want. It's apparent that Gaijin's greed is the biggest thing keeping players away from this game, and to be honest, I completely understand it. This game does have one of the worst cases of pay to win that I've ever seen, if not the worst. This game would make Ubisoft executives cream in their pants for how aggressive the microtransactions are. If you want to stay away from a game that's this heavily monetized, I definitely respect that decision. Normally I would advise against playing a game like this, but at least if you are going to play the game, be like me and don't spend any money on it. We need to send a clear message to the publishers that this behavior is not acceptable. Unfortunately, this will likely be the downfall of this game in the end. The game also has an extremely overwhelming UI. Opening the main menu and looking around can be very confusing, especially to a new player, with most of the options of course directing you to buy things. Like I said before, the AI are extremely retarded, often running around in circles or just standing there while people shoot at them. This is both a good and a bad thing. Like I mentioned before, it at least helps you with fun, easy, casual kills. Also, as I said before, the movement is definitely weightless and a little odd. It's really hard to explain it. While I enjoy the rifle play in the game, your character feels like they're kind of floating around the map or like they're running on a treadmill, and this doesn't really feel any different if you're carrying different guns or different gear. I'm sure someone much smarter than myself could more accurately describe this feeling, but overall it's not a major critique. Now I know the negatives I listed may seem like a lot, but the positives in my opinion still outweigh those negatives. Despite all of the bullshit, I can still enjoy the game because it's a casual, fun shooter. Now it's probably never going to be your primary shooter, but that's okay. It's a great game to hop on and play a match or two and just relax. As I said earlier in the video, casual shooter is really something that I've been missing lately, so it's good to finally have one to play. Again guys, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. It helps the channel grow a ton. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good shit. Comment down below telling me what other types of videos that you want to see from me in the future. Again, please consider checking out my locals because any support, it just helps a ton. But as always guys, this has been your boy Drinker and I'm out of here. Peace.